I'm going off the seat of my proverbial pants. So I'm guessing, because I don't know, because it's been a while since I hobbled down Hereford and on to Boylston, but I do believe we're 90 days away from the Boston Marathon.
Oh.
It is Tuesday, January 18th, which makes it Monday, April 18th. And now that we're back to ordinary time, as the Catholics would say, I do believe we're supposed to have a marathon on Patriots Day in Massachusetts, which I do believe is Monday, April 18th. It's my long answer to the question nobody asked. Good morning, everybody. Tim Lindsay, Zoe Kirkpatrick, Robert Vinton is here, and we're going to talk about all the Tuesday things, all the stuff coming up this week. There is still time for you to grab your free of charge seat, brought to you by our friends at Annie Mac Home Mortgage and the person that we love to hate, your friend and mine, Bradley Kelly. So they are our digital sponsor for Bold, which starts in earnest on Thursday. 9 to 10:30 is first step. It's a pain-filled, not going to lie to you, a pain-filled 90 minutes foreshadowing the tasks you will be taking on over the course of the next 9 weeks. 7 sessions, 9 weeks, because there's 2 breaks. So there'll be a break next week, and then we're back into it, and then there's a break during family reunion. And you have an opportunity to be in the room with a bunch of wicked smart people. Coach Rob Daniel. Average agent, Zoe, I believe, takes on 11 pieces of new business. We've done the math. It means you'll cap. It means you'll have about $59,000 after company dollar.
That is in Bold Digital. That's not from Bold Pre-Times. That is Bold Digital, what's happening now.
Yes, yeah. Back in the Bronze Age, when you did it in person, brick and mortar, and not that they are doing that. There's a couple locations in New England that are going to endeavor to be in the same space. Godspeed. That, if you are, the brick and mortar numbers from way back when were 14 pieces of business. With Bold Digital, it's a little bit different. This is going to be the first time we're doing it since COVID hit in a digital space in which there's going to be teams and accountability and goal setting. You already hate it. That's why you need to be there. So if you're in first step, you're going to the link. I just threw it on Facebook. You can simply go to boldportsmouth.com and click that first link that they never purpled out for us, Zoe. We begged. I mean, I appreciate it. It's on the list of things under the things we begged for with mobile command, command in general, Gary not wearing a black T-shirt, never going to happen. And then I wanted that link for first step to be purpled out, not grayed out. So if you look for it, you'll find it. It's under the information about the entire thing. Click that. First step is free. It's Thursday at 9. If you choose to join us for the rest of it, it's $3.99. It's a paid event. And it's an investment because Nathan will pay you back with your first 4 transactions after graduation, which brings Brad back into the conversation, is March 17th. So on St. Patrick's Day, you graduate from Bold Digital. And those of you that graduate, should we be able to play in the same space? I trust we will. That sounded like a question. Yeah, we'll go out and grab some holiday cocktails with Bradley Kelly, celebrate your graduation. And at that point, now, mind you, you could put something under Friday. As soon as you put a deal under Friday, you're involved in Bold. That counts as your first deal. So, massive opportunity. Tomorrow we have 3 contracts classes, I believe, unless I'm making this up, and I could be. We've got Mass at 9, Maine at 10, New Hampshire at 11, then the All Partners meeting, and don't you know we have a Bold panel for the All Partners meeting. We'll be talking to some of our experts who have been before, are going back again. They're gluttons for punishment, and they like money. And we'll talk to them about that coming up. And Robert has Tech Tuesday today. He'll tell us all about that. Zoe, your first Bold, this will be your first Bold, your second Bold. This is the first full-on Bold. Mm-hmm. Are you horrified?
No, I'm not horrified.
Well, now the question the agents are going to ask is, well, what do you guys do? How do you set goals? So we will have to come up with something with Rob Daniel on what we will take on as goal setting, whether we're going to do a company dollar. Like I don't know how we've done it in the past. What we could do, because everybody's welcome to do this, and we're going to talk about this on Friday, is building your growth tree through profit share. So we could, in order to effort more talent into the building, because that's a thing. We could set recruiting appointments. That's usually what they have leadership do when you jump into this class. I do believe
Yeah.
our friend Mark is coming from up north, so Mark Lesniak will be in the room. That'll be definitely his parameter to hit is appointments set and recruits drawn in over the course of the 9 weeks. So, all the things. I feel like it's a Van Gogh of Robert. Not that I've given him an opportunity to speak. So quiet. Hello. No, your ears are fine. They look
Hello?
great. Is his mic
Hi.
off?
No?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have this now.
Okay. Robert, Tech
Okay.
Tuesday. What's up?
Today's Tech Tuesday.
It is.
Good night, everybody. Try the veal. We'll be here all week.
So today we're doing the DocuSign at 11 is all about envelopes. So we did all about PDFs last week. This week we're tackling envelopes again. And all of
I
your
thought he said
questions about how to
omelets. I
deal
was
with
so
envelopes
excited.
will be answered. So I'm excited about that. And envelopes, by the way, envelopes also continues to, it covers putting fields on forms that are not forms, basically putting fields on PDFs. So if you want to get really kind of comfortable with that, come on to see me at 11 for that. And at 1 o'clock, we have Command 101. And today we are creating and managing opportunities. And this is going to go through all the way to the DocuSign kind of portal there. So we're going to cover how to create and manage opportunities. And it's an extremely important class. I get more calls on, quite frankly, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this out there. I get calls from agents who have never used Command. I've never used Command and I've got a deal I need to put it in. I don't know how. This is the class for you. And when you ask about that, I'm going to direct you to some of the recordings that we've done of this class to get you going before we can meet. But remember, this is that panic class that a lot of people push the button and they're like, I don't know what to do here. It's like, don't wait to find out what to do when it's 3 minutes before you need to do it. Come to this class today, get yourself ready, and then you can always watch this class over and over and get yourself so that when it comes time to put your first opportunity in, you're ready. So come to this class today.
Robert, I've also heard from some agents in this situation. Oh my goodness, I need to get paid now. What do I even do? Right? Can you just estimate for us how many hours of class time do you think you have taught to date on opportunities? He is frozen.
He is, but can you hear me?
We can.
I can hear you.
It's
Great.
an action shot.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then my frozen
Heat's
face
off in
there
Nottingham.
aside-
The heat's off. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's actually really cold here. So how many hours have I taught on opportunities? Probably 58% of the hours that I've taught altogether.
Wow.
So we've taught a lot on opportunities. And here's the thing, we have the learning management system, the LMS now at kwclmtraining.com. You do not have to wait to talk to me to learn about opportunities. You can go sign up for free to kwclmtraining.com and you can watch. There's a giant button that says creating an opportunity. It's a 4-part series that walks you through everything you need to know. You do not have to wait. I'm happy to talk to you, but you have that opportunity to get that training without having to stare at my frozen face. And you can get that at KWCLM Training, or you can come in today at 1 o'clock to that one.
But wait,
Command
there's
1.
more.
But there is more. There's one more.
Yep.
Command 301 at 3 o'clock. We're going to be going over importing contacts, figuring out how to get your contacts out of your phone. I'll say it again. Let's get your contacts out of your phone, and then we'll get them into a command for you. I will show you how to do that today. That's what I've got with my frozen face.
Love that. Well, and getting back to the analogy of the marathon, and anybody who's ever done, if you've done a 5K, a 10K, a half, whatever you've done for a race, especially if way back when it was very popular, and when I'm like thinking I'm going to start doing that just to have something hanging over my head so I would stay in shape. I did the Couch to 5K. Do you guys remember the Couch to 5K? And it literally started with get off your couch. go for a walk.
Dan-
Don't die. Yeah, day 2, go for another walk. Still don't die. And in that preparation and doing that, and what everybody will tell you when they're getting ready for a marathon, I think most recently we've got Matthew Sawyer from Prue's team. I know, I think Erin and her husband both ran last year as well. Brad Stevens ran. The 18 weeks, as it were, leading up to the marathon are not necessarily fun, right? There's a lot of prep, especially if you're getting ready for Boston in New England. You're like, this is 2 buckets of suck with a side of fries. And you're frozen in the morning, like Robert is now, right? So you're getting up, you're hearing the sleep bang against you. Like, think about yesterday. Ooh. And now I trust a lot of kids getting ready for April 18th probably did the training yesterday at Planet Fatness on a treadmill, or they did it at home on a treadmill, whatever the case may be.
Or in the afternoon, which was beautiful.
It was 55 degrees. Yes, I mowed my lawn yesterday afternoon. So in the grand scheme of things, all of that prep time is the heavy lifting. It's all the stuff that you don't see on HGTV, right? That's all the prep. Race day is a celebration. So when we talk about the fact that you guys get so excited, I can't wait, I've got my first closing. If you want that to be celebratory, if you want to enjoy that time with your sellers and your buyers, your investors, your clients, prepping now with Robert, prepping now with Zoe, prepping now with myself, making sure you've got your ducks in the proverbial row. So when you get to the closing table, it's not a triage. Yeah. And I know that sounds very melodramatic, like, oh God, here we go. No, it's going to be a horror show. They're not going to be back. They're going to be like, thank God we got through that. That was a car accident. I can't wait to go and jump online and tell the universe not to use him or that color, right? Because here's the problem. When we don't do a great job, they will most likely remember our name because they've burnt you an effigy 55 times in their head, but they just want the house. They're going to then paint our entire company with a broad brush. And that's what we have to be cognizant of, is when I'm going out and I'm working with my people, I'm creating a mindset for all the other consumers about the other 760 agents here and their families at home. So if you're not worried about your fellow agent, think about their family behind that, and you should be worried about your fellow agent. And that's what's really, that's the heavy lift that we have as agents here. Well, I'm an independent contractor. I can do whatever I want. Well, actually, no. No, because you relinquish some of that when you hung your license here to come play with Nathan, right? And then you hung your license next to 765 other licenses. So please be aware of the fact that everyone else is going to be subject to how you behave in public and how you treat your clients and how well you execute as you follow through. So doing all the prep work now that might not be fun. It's a class I don't want to sit in. I don't like doing that. 2 things are going to happen. You're never going to get to a closing table, or you're barely going to get to a closing table. So welcome back from the long weekend, but I just want to make sure people are aware of this.
The other thing I hear is, oh, I don't have time to sit in that class.
Yeah.
Let's talk about time for a second.
Yes.
Because if you don't have time to sit in that class today or in the LMS or whatever, self-paced also, you definitely do not have time to be on the phone with Robert and Tristan and, God forbid, Kaylee, when your deal is falling apart and you can't get the escrow check back because you don't know what to do and it's never been through our compliance. You don't have time for that. That you don't have time for. Promise you.
Yep.
Promise you don't have time for that. So this is saving you time everywhere throughout your transaction, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, all this stuff, and we're not trying to doomsday it. We're not trying to make you fearful of asking questions. Be in the classroom. Make yourself aware of the opportunities for learning and growth, and make sure you are in connection with all of us. We talk about this all the time. The fact that the successful agents within our industry are connected with their staff and their respective coaches at whatever brokerage they're at. Those, like, again, this is not, I've got my Vitapack here from GNC. This is not the red pill or the white pill, right? There's a lot of fish oil in there too. I'm old. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of fish oil for the old, got to keep me, liquidated. Anyway, we're not trying to doomsday this. We're just saying that when you are plugged into the market center and you are going to the classes, all of these things become elementary at the end. And we are, and I've said this before, I made this quote up last week, and I think we need to print the shirts. I would rather get the answer from Nathan Dickey than have to answer to Nathan Dickey, right? And again, is he always in contracts? No, but know this much. When you're in contracts class and maybe you see a Susanna or a Camille in the class with you, you know where their computers are, right? So Nathan can leave his desk and wander over to their desk real quick and look and be like, oh, okay, good, blah, blah, blah. Anytime somebody does hit his carpet or the carpet, God forbid, in Concord, the phone call comes to Zoe and Robert and me. Hey, we're having an issue with X. When is the last time you saw this person? How plugged in are they? Because that will give you some grace when we are going to defend you in Concord, which we don't want to. And again, I'm not trying to doomsday this Tuesday morning for you. I'm trying to make you aware of all the opportunities for learning and growth. So when you do get to the closing table, it is a celebration. Not a thank God we got here. I'm sorry you lost your leg, Mr. Lindsay. Like, that's not a story we want to tell. And nobody wants to have another experience with an agent that puts them through that. So let's do our hard work now. I think Diana Kokoski used to say it. We do not want to treat our clients like cadavers, right? We have all these dummy experiences, all this theory that we teach, all these conversations that you get to be privy to when you're in contract class. When a veteran agent says, so I had a deal like that, you get to learn from that. There's so many agents that, and I think Gary said it about 8 trillion times about this book, right? Success leaves clues. People have come before us. And so many agents, especially if you're 765, the 764 before you, that Lewis and Clark, our industry here on the Seacoast and in the lakes and the mountains region for you, be in these classes. Tomorrow, if you're licensed in all 3 states, you have a date from 9 to noon, and then the all partners meeting. So please just keep plugging in. It's super important for your growth and for your understanding about what you're doing so your clients are served at the highest possible level, because that's what it's going to boil down to. If you want to be transactional or if you want to be a legacy agent. And I think most of you are here to create legacies and to create massive financial opportunity for your families, and that starts with some heavy lifting on a Tuesday morning when you're not in the mood. Said with love, the industry doesn't care. The market doesn't care. The other agents don't care. Like, oh, I'm going to let him get that listing because I know he wasn't feeling well yesterday. I won't call them. They're stealing your cheese if you're not careful, and we want all the cheese to go with our,
vitamins.
Our Vitapacks, yeah. That's all. Robert's
Cheese
still
and Vitapacks.
frozen. He's got 19 6K cameras, and he's still frozen. I love all of it.
Yeah.
I love all of it.
I don't know if
Yeah.
he's still here on.
No, I'm here.
He's still there. I love it. Yeah.
I'm still here. I'm
Oh,
actually trying to figure this out.
I wish
But,
we caught him mid-sneeze. That would be the greatest, right?
Oh, that would have been terrible.
That would have been terrible. Would have been great. So anyway, we're going to let you guys get on your way. Enjoy your week. Please do not forget the big items this week. Of course, Tech Tuesday today with Robert at 11 for DocuSign. You've got 101 at 1, 301 at 3. And then, of course, tomorrow we've got contracts all morning and then the all partners meeting. Step 1 of Bold is 9 o'clock. You can go to boldportsmouth.com to sign up for that. And then, of course, on Friday, we are going to talk about growing your growth tree and profit share. That's at 11. So a ton of stuff. It's all in the news. It comes out. Is it 7:15? Did you go in and actually move it to 7:15? I used to love saying 7:14, Zoe, but I think it actually comes out at 7:15 now.
Well, it's always been 7:15, and so I know, and because you can set it to go on at 15-minute increments.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's always 7:15, and sometimes it jumps the gun. Maybe, I don't know. MailChimp, you can
Yeah, I'm 7:14 still. I love
call
it.
them,
Yep.
and they do it at 7:14, which is great. Let me see what I mean. Mine came at 7:14 this
Yes.
morning. So.
Yeah, because we're close to the server, I guess. Who knows? I have no idea
They
why it happens. But anyway.
They really want to make sure they're on time for 7.
Yeah, they're like, we got to get him all the information. Otherwise, he'll just yell
Yeah.
at them for 15 minutes, which I did. And I do
Over
it-
delivering over there.
I do it out of love. So have a great day. If you guys are looking for marketing and design assistance, our good friend Alana Babineau is your person. Her website is kwclmmarketing.com, or you can book time with her at timewithbabs with an S, B-A-B-S, timewithbabs.com. If you're looking for Robert and you would like an animated version of him, you can do that all morning
better
long.
than this.
11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 3 o'clock. That's at KW Tech TV. All of that will be simulcast over to Facebook and the YouTube channel, kwtechtube.com. Above and beyond that, if you need myself, it is meetwithcoach.com, or you can call me 603-834-2856. And if you need Jen Vashon or Jason Westcott, just call Jason. It is 603-234-2589. Have a great day. We'll see you guys in and around the Market Center, and stay warm.
I'm
See, the screen
waving.
doesn't freeze. Are you back? You're
I'm
not
waving.
back. Oh, he's
I'm
waving.
waving.
Excellent.
I'm waving.
Yes.
Zoe, let's do an
Waving.
80s album cover. You look off to your side and I'll look off to one side. We'll do a Joshua Tree.